Detroit to Texas, Texas to LA. Who brings it to you? Who's your uncle? Brooklyn to the bayou, across the southern plains. Who brings it to you? Who's your uncle?
What is up, Internet people? It's your boy, Uncle Carlos, and today is April 23rd, 2020. That means that we are going to have the NFL Draft. It's here! Woo! I'm celebrating all by myself, COVID style. Now, it's April 23rd, but I got the snow cap on because here in Michigan it's freaking freezing, man. I am freezing my balls off. Anyways, Christmas has come. We're gonna break up a whole batch of hopium. We're gonna put it in the bowl and we're gonna take a hit because right now optimism reigns supreme. We have 9 picks. We have 4 in the top 85, man. You get to take 4 of the top 85 players. That's quite a haul in and of itself. But who knows? We may trade back. But what I want to do is put together a video, okay, of what I would do as general manager. So I'm going to make all the Lions pick. I'm going to leave you a little video and a little commentation. It's going to be fun. Buckle up. We're about to start this draft. So with the 3rd pick in the 1st round of the NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Isaiah Simmons, linebacker, Butkus Award winner out of Clemson. You!
These guys are really popular if you try to hit it.
Isaiah Simmons knocks him down! Bang! Isaiah Simmons is so fast. Isaiah Simmons can cover ground from any position. He can rush the passer. Get off me! Down to the ground he went. Down to the ground he went. Go to sleep. Bang! Here we go. Little coverage skill now. Little coverage skill. Oops! Oops! Intercepted! Intercepted! Ohio State! Oh no! Kid can cover.
The All-American Butkus Award winner.
Just sneaks in there. That speed, he sees it, he reacts.
He's sitting way back here.
Boom! Just lulls him to sleep. Yeah, you keep me in the corner of your eye. Look at this blitz. Look at this blitz. Oh, took him down like a dog. Took him down like a dog. Isaiah Simmons would be the perfect fit. If you're playing the Kansas City Chiefs and you need to cover their speed, you can do it. If you're playing a running team like the Dallas Cowboys and you need someone to help out with the run, he can do it. My boy is an old school football player. Oh no, another pick. Playing that, again, playing that slot, covering that tight end, looking for that back out of the backfield. And lulls him to sleep when you think he's open and he's not. You better deliver.
Clemson has already scored more points than they did last season.
Here he comes. Oh, wait a minute. I'll tackle him and tackle you. This stuff, man, would be the perfect fit for the Detroit Lions. Again, Isaiah Simmons. He is the man.
Trying to set up a flea flicker of their own. You can't do it if you have
killing it. Killing it, y'all.
Now he's starting so effectively, it's 3 different positions.
Again, that speed out of nowhere. He's covering his man, and he comes out of nowhere like a shot and makes the play.
And unable to go. Interception. Isaiah Simmons for Clemson.
The kid is a baller.
Defense continues to.
This kid is a baller. He would be a great fit for the Detroit Lions. I don't know if Patricia could use him the right way. If he really is, you know, all that creative as a coordinator or as a scheme developer, I guess.
Eats it. Isaiah Simmons brings him down. And now you have to think Clemson will call a timeout from their sideline.
Isaiah Simmons, y'all. And with the 35th pick in the second round of the NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select defensive end Penn State, Utah Gross Montos. Woo! Gross Montos, y'all. Boom! Boom! Lays the lumber. Listen, the Detroit Lions need some pressure. They need somebody able to bring some pressure. This kid is not a polished product, but he has a lot to work with. His raw talent, his bend, his speed off the edge is pretty good. Pretty good. Very good tackler. He's good in the run. I'm impressed with the kid. I think the Detroit Lions are going to go heavy on defense. Defense is where Matt Patricia has made a name for himself. It's where I think he's going to be a little bit, I don't know what you want to call it, maybe arrogant, but I think he's going to depend more on his defense to get him out of the jam that he's in right now. And Montos is a guy that I think can do it. He's got speed. He's got, length. The kid again has tools. Notice he didn't get, past his depth. He didn't, get behind the quarterback. Kept his eyes on the quarterback. Kept contained. Listen, they have right now on the roster Deshaun Hand, Akura, Austin, and Flowers. The rest of it is just garbage. I think if you add Montos to the mix, the Detroit Lions will be a much better product. Much better product. So this is my pick with the second round at number 35. Montos, y'all. Montos is the man.
Some come from the backside. Just gets up the field. He's unblocked right down the line of scrimmage.
With the 67th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select running back, Wisconsin, Jonathan Taylor. Woo!
First and 10 at the 44.
Jonathan Taylor, y'all.
Taylor, how about this? Jonathan Taylor! All the way into the end zone, touchdown.
And with that play, he is a finisher. The Lions did invest in the running back in the second round a couple years back.
In the backfield.
The problem for me is that he hasn't managed to stay healthy. And to be quite honest with you, he's been meh as a player. Just because you failed in the past doesn't mean that you shouldn't try it again. For the Detroit Lions, when looking at a running back, everyone knows you never want to put money into a running back that's on his second or third contract. The value is at his rookie deal.
100 for the
They are a diminishing product. They are a bad asset, okay? Running backs are a bad asset.
Goodbye, touchdown, Jonathan
They
Taylor.
do not hold their value. As the minute they step on the field, they begin to lose value. This young man has enough in the tank to make it well worth the Detroit Lions' while to go ahead and take him in the third round at pick 67 because they need to be able to run the ball. Since Bob Quinn has showed up in Detroit, he's done nothing but tell me stories about how he wants to run the ball. This, folks, would help the Detroit Lions run the football. He's not bad at catching out of the backfield either. It wasn't a thing that he did a whole lot of in Wisconsin, but he does have that ability. I could see him in a rotation, being the feature back, getting the majority of the carries. But again, I see him sharing a backfield with the two other running backs. I think they complement each other. I think you can create a running style identity with a back with Jonathan Taylor in the Detroit Lions backfield, along with Bo Scarborough, and of course our crippled and often injured second round Kerryon Johnson.
Jonathan Taylor's in the backfield, first and 10. You're just about to say it's JT time.
Jonathan Taylor, y'all. With the 85th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Neville Gilmore, defensive tackle, Oklahoma. Woo! Guys, this actually emphasizes, it sets a tone for what Gilmore is, dude. Just in that play, got penetration. Guy breaks contain, goes down the field. He chases him down and causes a fumble. This dude's motor is so high. The Detroit Lions need help in the interior of the defensive line. They need somebody that can create pressure and stop the run. This dancing bear would fit the Lions' needs to a T. Gilmore, in my opinion, a lot of people are sleeping on Gilmore. They're talking about the kid out of Baylor, and of course we know who, Kinlaw is pretty good, but this guy reminds me a lot of Kinlaw, only bigger, only, as much of an athlete, as every bit the athlete that Kinlaw is, only bigger. I love this kid. I think he would be a fantastic pick for the Detroit Lions. Just look at the get-off this guy's got.
So this time he's tackled near the line of scrimmage by Gilmore. Fourth down. Third down to 12 to the 30. Empty back.
Look at the spin move. Look at that. Look at those feet for a guy that big.
All right, how about this? Alex Grinch defense. Neville Gilmore.
And you know what, man? I'll tell you what. He played for Oklahoma. And Oklahoma always had this, prior to last year, they've always had this moniker, they've always been viewed as a defense that was non-existent, that was terrible. It was a terrible defense. Last year, I think this guy helped them become not great, but not terrible either. He elevated their game. He was a lot of the reason why, and you'll notice when he played in the LSU game, triple team. They had to triple team this kid because he's strong, the motor, good use of his hands, plays with great pad level, great awareness. He is a spark plug. He actually brings a lot of energy to a defensive line. I think it'd be a fantastic pick. Number 90, defensive tackle, Oklahoma, Neville Gilmore. Gilmore's got to be a Lion, y'all. Give it up for Mr. Gilmore. Boom. Sit down.
But he's a half-yard shot. Option play. Duggan into the arms of Neville Gilmore. He lost a yard.
Let me see a little more pass rush. One more pass rush in this one. How's that for you? Could the Lions use something like that? Could you Lions fans, could you internet people see?
He's very lucky that they're going to call this down, but even then, you can't take the loss of yardage play.
Wow. First one to the ball. With pick 109 in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions pick wide receiver, Kentucky, Lynn Bowden. Woo!
With them pinned down in the goal line,
So Lynn Bowden, y'all. I bet you never heard of this fucker.
I'm a ball player, so I'm gonna do everything.
He's a wide receiver who ended up playing quarterback for the Kentucky Wildcats.
Just keeping our heads up,
There he is at quarterback.
They're all fighters, from the sideline on the field.
Crazy speed, great hands, returner, incredible wide receiver. Again, as I said, playmaker. This dude's got a little dog in him. He got into a little scuffle before the game against their rival.
I'm a leader on the team, so
and
if I get down, then
I think it's going to hurt his stock a little bit. I think he's going to come down to where we are because they're going to say he's a little bit of a headache. But as far as talent goes, this dude oozes talent.
Then what was this night like for you to go back to your old position that you played in high school to lead your team on a night when you guys really
breaking tackles?
It's like a little homecoming thing, my head coach is here too. You know, I seen him doing the catwalk, and it's just
dude
a blessing
is
to be able to do
electric,
that
man.
Still, you know, I was a receiver here. You know, it's just a blessing. You know, I'm lost for words for real, and just give my glory all to my teammates.
Did he say anything to you?
Look at this punt return.
It's some things you can't forget. You know, you got to be fundamental.
Oh my God, is he fast?
Just be able to keep the rhythm. And I think Coach Henshaw got me prepared very good.
You know, wide receiver's not quarterback. Lynn, how big of a package
There
do
he
you guys
is.
have for you?
He can get behind the defense. Guy
He's
is
pretty much
fast,
just
got
a
great
regular
hands.
offense, you know,
He'll bring an element of speed to the wide receiving core. A lot of these guys that we have on contract are going away. We're going to have to replace a whole lot of guys except for Kenny Galladay. He's probably the only guy going to get a contract. So this is not only a pick for right now, because I think he can help us in so many areas,
I think we just keep him on.
but he is also a pick for the future. This dude, mark my words, is going to be a star in the NFL. I feel
myself, you know, my whole team's a playmaker. You know,
very confident in the fact this young man is going to succeed at the next level.
Connection there.
Lynn Bodden, y'all.
Like just working with him and
Just sit back and watch.
You know, that's my birthday twin. You know, our birthday is on Monday. So it's just a special thing to be able to line up.
You can even throw the ball a little bit.
Backs, you know, AJ, Smoke, Chris, you know, they bring a lot of juice to this team, and without them, I think we won't be nothing.
A little bit of a wildcat. A little bit out of the running. Again,
Yeah,
a lot like Simmons, man. This
Chris,
guy,
you know,
he is not just one, cookie cutter. He's not a slot receiver. He's not an outside receiver. He's not a running back. He's not a return man. He's all of the above. He's everything you want him to be, and he is really good at all of it. These guys made a bowl game because of him. They blew. Before they got down to their third quarterback, the Kentucky Wildcats sucked.
Just got down and just let it eat.
As this night got closer, what concerned you? What were you worried about?
What I was really worried about is just secret getting out. You know, you ask any of my teammates,
he can do it
this
all.
whole week I was just excited. They're like, "What is he so happy?"
He can do it
for?"
all.
I was just excited.
With the 149th pick in the NFL draft, the Detroit Lions select defensive end, Michigan State, Kenny Willekes. Woo!
I mean, I always wanted to come here and prove myself, which has helped me put a chip on my shoulder.
Guy has gone from a walk-on to a legitimate NFL prospect.
Definitely say there was days of doubt. I never thought about quitting. That was never in my mind. My plan was to come here and push myself until I played, do everything I need to do to get myself on the field. At the end of the day, I believe everything happens for a reason. Everything's part of God's divine plan.
Guys, I'm from Grand Rapids, and you might think that I'm being a bit of a slap, but I believe this kid deserves at least a chance to see if he can help the Detroit Lions. Unlike the defensive end I took earlier in the draft, Kenny Willekes is maxed out. He's got a good use of his hands. He plays great with leverage, but he doesn't have the tools that Matos does. He doesn't have the bend, he doesn't have the length, he doesn't have the size. I think he can put on a little bit more muscle, but I don't want him to lose any of his speed. But if there's a guy that deserves an opportunity to see if he can make it happen the same way he made it happen at Michigan State, I believe Kenny Willekes is that guy. The Detroit Lions need pass rush help, and I believe he can give it to us. One thing you can't measure in the combine is a person's heart. And this man's heart is as big as anyone else coming out in the draft. I'm a big Kenny Willekes fan. And he's from my hometown. He's from GR. He's one of us. He's one of us. No! Get him!
And that guy plays hard.
Michigan State backwards for 29 yards. Now the offense takes over, and it's Michigan State getting into the backfield.
He just makes plays. Again, two guys. He just doesn't give up on a play.
In college football, if they've got third and more than 7 yards,
Man, the Lions could use this guy. Kenny Willekes, y'all.
in the backfield. Willekes. Yeah, Willekes is just owning the tight ends right now. And that.
With pick 166 in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Nutain Mutai, guard, Fresno State. Woo!
One time for my warriors, my last smugglers, and all my buffalo soldiers. One time for my warriors, my heat carriers, and all my buffalo. She fully must be crazy. What is it you trying to do? You cannot face me. I've been smoking all about me, feeling hazy. For 5-0, I won't stop. They gotta chase me. Now make it more better for the cream. My music brings the cheddar, so what I made. The sheets in the rod is leather, the belt is clean. I change like the weather, about the king. Yeah. One time for my warriors, my last smugglers, and all my buffalo soldiers. One time for my warriors.
This dude is a dog. This man kills it, man. I mean, I sit in awe. Listen, so you're wondering, how does a guy like this end up at 166? He's had 2 years of injuries, y'all. He popped his Achilles in 18, and in 19, he had a lymphatic injury to his foot. He was cleared by the doctors to participate in the combine, but there's that injury risk. The Detroit Lions need a guard in the worst way. At 166 is when you begin to roll the dice. I think it's worth a shot to take a look at this kid and see if there's anything possible going on with him. He's a straight up dog. He's not the safest pick in the world, but the boomer bust factor with this, the boom is so much higher than the obvious bust factor. At 166, who knows if he's sick? All I know is that we don't have any guards at the moment, and we could use a couple, and at least we get a look at one. Now, Bo last year, I was kind of hoping that Bo would step up, and maybe he will this year. But if I pair these two animals together, if I pair Bo and this young man together, good night, mail it in, the Detroit Lions will have solved their offensive line issue to a very big degree. The tackles are still an issue, but the interior of that line, whoa. The center, you got a mad dog at center, you got Bo who can run block, and you got this kid that he likes to block. He ain't done blocking until he's done blocking, as you can well see in all of these videos. My man does not stop. He's on a mission. He's going to put his man down if it's the last thing he does. And he doesn't play outside the fringes. There he is, fellas. Nutain Moody. He's a dog. With pick 182 in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Bryce Perkins, Virginia quarterback. Woo! Perkins. We've taken a flyer on a quarterback. Kid is kind of raw. Mechanics need a lot of work. But he can run. He's got a little bit of an arm. But again, the mechanics are a little, they're a little questionable. But I think there's enough to work with to maybe see if the offensive coordinator can't get something out of this kid. He's got a lot of tools. I don't want to oversell him. Again, it's pick 182.
Perkins gets away. There goes Bryce Perkins making magic with his feet. First big run for Bryce Perkins tonight.
It's a perfect defensive play call. You bring Jason Pinnock on the pressure. He's unblocked. Bryce Perkins should be down for a sack. Instead, he's able to escape it and rips off a 20.
Perkins again to the air. Plenty of time. Takes a shot.
Big arm. Again, that, launching up, throwing it with your feet up in the air. These are bad mechanics, guys.
Watch the defense.
Right? He needs to set his feet and throw, but
respecting that threat. And Joe Reed is the guy on the outside.
For him to put a ball there, I thought that was okay.
Cowley in motion. On first and goal, Perkins keeps it. Perkins, touchdown.
And that's the element of his game that I do like. I think you can help him with his mechanics. I think you can help him with his reads. But it's this stuff right here that really gets me excited, about maybe having the kid, get a chance.
Already seeing some hands on hips from the defense. Perkins, plenty of time. End zone. Touchdown, Chapman.
Accuracy's pretty good.
His eyes are great. He moves to safety with his eyes. Moves right up into this throw. Very comfortable in the pocket.
Again, those mechanics need a lot of help, but again, 182 guys. Bryce Perkins.
Becker drags him down, but a gain of 16.
With the 235th pick in the NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Michael Turk, punter, Arizona State. Yay! Hey, you guys, thanks for hanging around. Hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Go Lions!